What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I'm here to bring you guys a sort of chatty video in light of all of the things that have gone on in the beauty community on YouTube. Again, I just kind of wanted to bring you guys a video. I didn't want to do a get ready with me. I didn't want to do a big posh of a video, but I wanted to talk about ways to support YouTubers that you think should be at the top, YouTubers that you think are still connected with their audience, YouTubers that you think really are a good representation of the beauty community. So if you're interested in this video, then just keep watching. Okay, so I am going to talk a lot about YouTubers, but I also did want to bring in some things about indie brands as well. In the same light, indie brands have also been getting a lot of tension because a lot more indie brands have been getting reposted on Trend Mood, and a lot of people have been bashing these smaller brands because their color schemes seem to be ripping off bigger brands. And so I kind of just want to talk about ways that we could support both indie brands and smaller YouTubers. So these aren't going to be crazy new ideas, but I just wanted to bring them out there, and I might also talk about some indie brands that I think we should be giving some more love to. So yeah, let's just for real get into it. Ways to support smaller YouTubers: watch their videos. It's honestly, that is the biggest biggest thing that I could say you can do. A lot of people feel the need to, you know, if a YouTuber has a collab, to buy the collab. A lot of people feel the need to do all of these extraneous things, and honestly, if you want to support a particular YouTuber, just watch their videos. That helps leaps and bounds. It gets their views up, especially like if a lot of people watch the full entire video. That gets their video pushed out more by YouTube. The more likes you give a person, that gets their video pushed out more by YouTube. The more comments on a video, that gets a video pushed out more from YouTube. So doing all of these small things that are all free can truly benefit these YouTubers that you guys really think are good and you really think should be representing the beauty community better. Secondly, if the YouTuber that you're watching has promoted a particular brand and you decided to purchase from that brand, I would recommend in like the notes stating so and so sent me. That looks really good, and that helps the YouTuber to get recognized by the brand. A lot of people, I don't think, do that, and honestly I got the idea from Georgia Harris Yo. She had that happen to a couple of subscribers, from a couple of subscribers, or maybe just one or two, I don't remember. They did that to Strobe Cosmetics, and Strobe Cosmetics actually ended up sending her a palette or two, I can't remember. So I would always recommend, like, let's say Angelica is the reason why I've tried a lot of the singles brands that I have. So she introduced me to Davina, she introduced me to Luxie, and all of these other brands. And so although Angelica's already recognized by those two brands that I've talked to specifically, because she's already recognized, I can use her code. But let's say Hot Mess Nest, before she was recognized by both of those brands, had I, or when I put her name in the notes saying I came here to purchase these because of Hot Mess Nest, that helped to get her recognition for those brands. So if you have a particular YouTuber that's really been pushing and you really want to try this brand because of them, I would recommend just putting their name in the notes. Once again, this is no pressure from the YouTuber. The YouTuber is not forcing you to do this. This is something that you want to do, and it's helping to promote the YouTubers that are doing good. It's helping to promote the people who are showing the brand off, because sometimes the brand owner just does not know. These indie brand owners have a lot of things to do. So being able to look out for all of the people who are talking about their brand isn't always easy. Looking at all the people who post on Instagram with the eyeshadows from their brand is not always easy. So when you as the consumer can help to kind of narrow down their focus and show them like, these are the YouTubers that are really showing your stuff, that helps not only the YouTuber but also the indie brand. The indie brand can see who is promoting their stuff, and they can maybe more strategically send out PR if they choose to send out PR, or just even regram, or you know what I'm saying, they can show love to these two entities that we're trying to promote better. So that's a way to do it. What else? Also, if you have, like, let's say there's a bigger influencer, like let's say an Angelica Nyquist or a Kelly Gooch or blanking, or a Paulina Beauty, or an LS. All of these YouTubers that are bigger than me by far, but they're also not too big. If you know that like maybe they have a similar vibe, a similar aesthetic to a smaller indie, or to a smaller indie brand, or even a smaller YouTuber, connect them to that person. I know that a lot of these middle YouTubers always say, let me know a brand that you think I might be interested in, because I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. I think it's always cool to try and connect YouTubers to each other. I've been meaning to actually do this with Kelsey Brianna J and Michelle Wong. I would love for them to do a Tom Ford collab, because they both love Tom Ford. I really need to remember to get in their comments and let them both know that. But I think that's a beautiful way to connect our community even further. There's so many YouTubers here that are doing so much beautiful content, that are doing content that's very similar, and I always think it's nice to connect with people who I would align with and who align with me. So that's another thing. And then, like I said, if there's a smaller indie brand that you think a YouTuber might like, put it in their DMs, put it in their comments. The worst things that can happen is that the YouTuber can't afford to purchase it, so they don't. And even if you go to the indie brand's DMs and say, oh, I noticed you're really small, I think such and such would be really good, maybe talk to them. All of these connections, as you being the consumer of YouTube, you being the consumer of purchasing makeup, you have so much control, it's not even funny. I know a lot of people say, if you don't want these bigger YouTubers to be on top, don't look at them, don't subscribe to them, this, that, and the third. But I think we as consumers can also help to push up these smaller YouTubers to become bigger, so that they can kind of overshadow all of these ginormous YouTubers. That's kind of how I look at things. I don't look at ways of kind of bashing people who may not do things the way I'd like to do them, or who may have made decisions that I personally wouldn't have made. Who am I to know why they made the decisions? Who am I to know what I would have done in that situation? But what I can do, what I can control, is who I try and get more connections with in YouTube world, and also in Instagram, also with indie brands. So these are all things that I think could really benefit the beauty community. Like many people, I came into this beauty community because I had a lot of personal struggles, and this helped me to somewhat heal myself. I'm still in progress. You know, we all have ways that we can better ourselves, to promote ourselves, to enrich ourselves, and to heal ourselves, and I'm still doing that. And I would love to see the community that I joined and got so inspired by to do that for newcomers. I hate the fact that newcomers are coming into such a toxic environment, unfortunately. But that being aside, I kind of want to talk about some indie brands that I think people should really get some recognition. I need to get my phone for this, so give me 1 second. Alrighty guys, so I actually did not need my phone, but we're gonna just fly through these pretty quickly. Makeup Addictions Cosmetics. I know this brand is relatively big, but it's not talked about as much anymore, and I truly think it should be. By now my 3 looks 1 palette with this particular palette, which is the Sinful Eye, should be up. I also did another review at the end of this 3 looks, so if you're interested, please watch it, give them a try. I have 2 palettes from them. I have this palette and I have their metal palette, and I love both of these palettes. I've actually used both of them this month, and I am still enjoying the formula, still loving the brand, so I would say check them out. Next, I have 2 brands that I want to highlight in this particular palette, and it is Gold Skull Cosmetics, which are these 2 shimmers right here, and then down here is Pretty for Your Face. These are 2 new indie brands that I have recently purchased from, and they are relatively small. They are both Etsy based brands. All of these brands will be linked down below, by the way, and I think these brands should be looked at as well. Next, I have some singles from Vanessa's Vanity. I also purchased the Z palette from them, and I think this is yet another brand from Etsy that I think we should really be looking at more closely, seeing what items they have to offer to bring into our collection. Lastly, a brand that I wanted to talk about was Lana Beauty. I purchased a bunch of these singles all the way down here in these 3. I purchased all of these all the way from Australia. I love these. They're so pretty. They've actually stopped me from purchasing a lot of other singles because of the fact that I have these, and I'm loving them thus far. And there's another brand really quickly that I want to mention. It's this one. Oh, what is this name? They have the highlighter palette that everybody loves. Okay, here it is. So this is from Enchanted Lustry. This I have to swatch. The other ones I didn't have to swatch, but this one I have to swatch. This is like a foiled, what do they call this? They call this a Hyper Prism Trichrome Pressed Glitter. This thing is insane, like actually insane. I keep saying I don't like pressed glitters, and then I keep buying them. So this is the color on my finger, and this is, I don't know if I see the trichrome, but I definitely see the duochrome, and it is fantastic. Oh, I do see the trichrome. It goes from orange to like a pink to like a burgundy. It is beautiful. I mean, I am in love with this. I had this on my eye. Literally, this was all that was on my eye yesterday. I just patted it all over my lids without any base at all, and it was stunning. Okay, stunning. So I need to get some more of these. I will probably, because I don't have room on my camera, that's why I didn't swatch anything. Should I try and swatch? I'm gonna try and swatch really quickly. So I'm gonna take 2 singles from Lana Beauty really quickly, really quick swatches, and you can see just how beautiful those are. They're absolutely stunning. Next, Vanessa's Vanity. Vanessa's Vanity right there. And we have Gold Skull Cosmetics. Now I will say, Gold Skull, they need to learn to put the names on the back of their shadows, and their magnets are not the best on the back, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. So Gold Skull are these 2 beauties right here, and these 2 are Pretty for Your Face. This dark one is definitely a duochrome. It's a green to black duochrome, extremely unique in my collection. And then last, I'm just going to swatch some shades from this Makeup Addiction palette. All of these are on a non-prime tan, and these are just stunning. All of these are stunning. So these are Makeup Addiction, oh, what was next? Pretty for Your Face, Gold Skull Cosmetics, Vanessa's Vanity, and Lana Beauty. There you go, Lana Beauty. And then this was the last one that I said, the Eccentric Enchanted Lustry. These are all stunning. I mean, absolutely stunning, stunning shades. So if you're looking for beautiful, beautiful metallics from Australia, from the United Kingdom, from the US, these are all brands that I would recommend. Along with one last thing I want to say, when it comes to smaller indie or smaller YouTubers, I would highly recommend just looking at who they talk about. That's how I found so many different channels that I truly enjoy. Looking at the different, like, let's say you're really, really interested in the Mac Aladdin collection. I was stalking the videos on that, and when I do that for each new release that I'm obsessed with, that helps me to find new channels to support as well. So look for channels that review items that you're interested in. Maybe if you're only interested in high-end, look for channels that focus on high-end. If you're interested in indie, look for channels that focus in on indie. YouTube is very easy to tailor it for yourself, and for you as the consumer, like I said, to tailor it for yourself, but also help to support the consumer, the person as well. If you love a particular YouTuber, shout it to the rooftops, to the brands, to them, to anybody. All of these things help. So yeah, I hope this was kind of a nice little positive, uplifting video. I really hope it was. I truly do not want to get into the drama. I really hate drama. So that's why I do not become one of those reacting to channels. I can't. It stresses me out to deal with drama. If you're interested in what's on my face, I don't know if I said I have done a tutorial on both the eye look and the face. They were both kind of separate, so I will have both of them either linked down below or just the eye look linked down below, and then the base look or the base items will be posted in that description. It kind of just depends on how your girl is feeling when she's editing. But I am almost out of memory on my memory card, and I think that's all the babbling I have to say. Definitely check out these brands. Please check them out. Support your YouTubers that you love. And yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys. Alrighty, y'all. Peace.